Hello and welcome. Today we are taking a full look at the X-Shot Lock Blaster. This is a Walmart exclusive cylinder-fed lever action Springer that is claiming 98 feet. Let's jump right in. In the box we get the blaster itself and 16 darts. So when you get this blaster out of the box, it is indeed locked, hence the name. So you go to the left side, there is this sticker right here that you're going to scan with your phone and it'll give you your code. So once you have your combination, mine is 331. You push this button right here. That should unlock it. And sure enough, we are good to go. Now, if you want to relock the blaster, push from the left-hand side, scramble the code, and it is now locked. Now that we have this thing out of the box, let's go over the blaster. First off, we do have two sling mounts, one up front and one below the grip. On the top of the blaster, we do have this X-Shot rail, and we have our iron sights. Of course, right here we have the cylinder. It holds 8 rounds, and it's pretty easy to load. Now, as far as operation and firing, this blaster is lever action, which is super cool because this is a mechanism we don't see too often. With Nerf, the closest thing to compare this to would be the Roblox Adopt Me Bees blaster. This mechanism is also found in blasters like the Sentinel, Slingfire, and Scavenger. Assuming you have darts loaded in the cylinder, prime it using the lever, and pull the trigger. And with practice, you can prime this blaster very easily with one hand. The overall level of smoothness is very impressive, definitely more crisp than something like the Adopt Me Bees blaster. Now the blaster is very light overall, and this is an X-Shot blaster, so your plastic is not going to be as good as something you'd find on like a Nerf or Dart Zone blaster, but it's definitely acceptable for the price. And holy cow, as far as deco, this blaster is so cool on both sides. It is just phenomenal looking. X-Shot has really been nailing it with the deco on their skins blasters. Now that we've seen what this blaster can do, I'm going to take it outside and let's put it over the chronograph. I will of course be using the included darts. 82, 74, 78, 82, 87, 81, 85, and 86. So that performance is obviously a little bit higher than the elite standard of 70 feet per second. And not only is that impressive just in general, but it's even more impressive considering this is a stock lever action blaster. I am extremely satisfied with that performance. Now let's fire some shots downrange. Now let's head back inside and I'm gonna wrap up my final thoughts. So what are my final thoughts on the X-Shot Lock Blaster? Overall, I think this thing is fantastic, especially for the price, but definitely not for the feature that they're advertising as a big selling point. The lock feature I could really care less about, but the fact is this is a $15 80 FPS lever action blaster that is so smooth. I genuinely feel like this is the smoothest lever action blaster that's really ever come out in the hobby. That really surprised me, not only because this is X-Shot's first lever action blaster, but because this is the most inexpensive lever action blaster that has ever been on the market. So yeah, I am very impressed with this blaster. Great job, X-Shot. If you are interested in purchasing the blaster, this is a Walmart exclusive in the US, and I'll have the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this blaster in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and happy blasting.